Kaseng Garo Students Union kalai trek jeleu hadian kejing kendu jongka badu menteri rangba hatura kelong bakhnang banlai kejing bom suthu jingmut kan bahaban penteri kami ke roster system nadu kesengi belas dangika kata kelong ban penteri kam dak bapet syahmat habakan skala patai khubor u presiden jog GSU utengsak G movement ulong bakumuri ulum Garo unjin delakwa ban penkhujwa ki kam belas sateng leni ki backlog kuman Pynkulmar bun kiseng khasi bajai hills kila dawa ban penteri kami ke roster system dak bapet syahmat haba pen pa ki sungthu halor ki jinge ke baydai berkani umumen ulong ban penteri kami ke roster system nadu ke basdang kata nadu snam khaknais pa nyu puar kan long ke bakhya bar ke ba e khamtam la dape ki kam belasa teng leni ki backlog hagisan phui snam baladap shushu ula pen paru i ke jing sunghun ni ke jing batai penchai halor ke jing penteri kami ke roster system ha ke jela Henry ulong banakal yang keseng kidang don katukan itli kimat ki badang don kam jing penchai ki bakin sara shu menteri rangba hakui pat kapor ulong bala da penteri kam hok roster system unget bakala ban ajing mentoi bahaya baro ki jai riu riulum jong jela Meghalaya ulong baka thong ka bakongsan halor jing penteri kam roster system kalong man pintikna baka numdan kanu ke jing no silyang baka ban ajing mentoi ya baro ki jai riu riulum Shushu haba juba pe jingkli halor ki jingdawa jingki we par ki jaj ban riu ya ka Bhah Thungkam hak reservation policy kum ki desi muslim ki balapan 100% ulong ki ban kiar na ka Pynkulmar halor reservation dak ba dawa ya ka Bhah jongki hak policy ulo batai ru balai Bhah hak reservation policy kat kum ka yo ka kon ba ka jing sadien hak imlang salang jongki katu kan ni ki jaj ban riu lum baru ka jing sadien jongki hak puli puthi ulong ru bawalla ka jing dawa jong kiwe ki jaban riu ka long ba songnya ula banjur ba reservation policy ya menta ka Bhah ka long prabu persen nak benta ki lightly ki jaban riu ba kongsan jong ka jela Meghalaya ba 100% ya kiwe pan ulong ba kiwe pa ki jaban riu ki ladon ka Bhah ka reservation policy jong ka jela ba dia menta kam don kam bandang penyar ka policy bat kentup lang ya baro ula Kyntu ru ikini ki jaban riu bikin ya sha tak boong ba kapor jong ki kan sawan kan ba ka jing penteri kam ya kan ni ka policy kandang yan ula kerpar ru biki de ban kiar nak ba Pynkulmar susu ikini kemat banyak kabar kala long lupa ba ula penpau ru ikijing long lakloi jong ki jaban riu riu man kurshan ni ki hakaliang puli puthi barkila dio kam yo jam kan ba kidang ya syahman
actually today the meeting with the chief minister the honorable chief minister and some of his colleagues from the cabinet and the chief secretary also of Meghalaya basically the point was to discuss the roster system or how to implement the roster system and how this roster system will work for the benefit of all the indigenous people without any discrepancy, without any discretion or without any biasness. So this was the discussion today, and the outcome of this is they were here to make sure that the Garo people understand what is the roster system and how this roster system will be conducted for the benefit of all. That was the main outcome today. The awareness of the people met by the Honorable Chief Minister regarding the roster system. The implementation of the roster system, as far as I understand, I'm satisfied to the point to which I've understood, to that level that I've understood. But there are some points that need some clarification, then which we will definitely be asking the Chief Minister, and I will have a conversation with him later on. But in a way, it is satisfying to an extent. So I believe that this roster system, if it is implemented correctly to the letter of the system, then we will have a system that will benefit all the indigenous people or the Britons of the Meghalaya. There was actually no area of differences. Actually, it was just the need to understand what the roster system is. So we have found no differences because the Chief Minister himself has explained to quite an extent, to quite a level, that the roster system is not about. It is about giving the correct benefits to all the indigenous people who needs or who needed or who has been deprived of before the roster system. As far as the Chief Minister has explained regarding this issue, regarding the roster system, the point is that the roster system is based on a 100-point roster, 100-point roster, and a 200-point roster, based on the percentage in the reservation system. So as far as going back to 1972 and thinking about all the backlogs that has happened for the past 51 years, it is going to be a gargantuan task. So I think the Khasi assassination, they will oppose this one. And me, as a Garo, I would have loved that these backlogs are clear. But the reality of the situation demands that, and the government has also said that the roster system will start from the commencement when it is implemented, on that day when it is implemented. So I accept that to eschew further complication on the issue, and because it is quite a controversial subject also. So I will say the correct implementation of the roster system as far as job reservation is concerned, I believe it can be started or commenced on the day it is implemented. The true nature of the job reservation policy is based on the economic backwardness of the indigenous, a certain group of indigenous people, community, and the social backwardness, educational backwardness. So the job reservation policy is based on these particular points. So even if there is a demand from other communities, and I would say it may be fair, but we have a state reservation policy. This state reservation policy states that 80% of the job reservation must go to the three main tribal communities of Meghalaya, and 5% for the other tribes. So we are the other tribes are also being represented in this particular job reservation, state job reservation policy, and then there's 15% for the general category also, for the SC also. So I do not believe right now, since we, the main tribal communities of Meghalaya, since we ourselves are facing a problem, there is no need to talk about furthering the job reservation policy to include each and every one. Their time will come as we progress. So let them come. We will welcome the aspirants, but not right now. Please, I will ask all my brethren also, my other brethren from other tribes also. Please let us also go to that point. Then after we have reached that level, and where we can join the mainstream Indians as far as education is concerned, or job is concerned, we will not leave you behind. But please, we request you that do not make this controversial issue more controversial than it is right now.